Good morning, or at least here on Browns Lake, it's morning this morning, and I'm here doing my sunrise practice, and we're going to start with a chakra meditation and then move our way into some somatic yoga. So thank you for joining me today in my sleepy voice. Take a moment, and if you're not comfortable in a seated position, which seated could include in a chair, you're welcome to lay your body down. I usually start my morning meditation seated because seated will increase the energy. If we're lying down, it's more of an opportunity to purge and release. So see what you need today, but I'll be doing more directing of energy. So if you want to come into the seated position, choose that and just make some movements. Anything to feel your body this morning, rolling your shoulders, moving your head. Invite yourself, send that invitation into your body. Any sort of undulations. And then come to that still point of center. And we'll start from the base of our spine and our legs. If you'd like to, you can flip your palms up, however. We will be taking mudra today as we do this practice, if you'd like to. Mudras are seals, energetic seals that we do with our fingers. So starting from this position, feel your legs and the base of your spine. And even if you're choosing to be on your backside, that's okay. Feel the legs and the base of the spine. And just notice all the way from the toes to the rim of the pelvis. And allow yourself to fall into that space. Fall in with gravity. If you're like me, you may find that complete stillness doesn't suit you, and I find that I like to make little circles with my body. So don't inhibit yourself in any way. I jokingly tell people that the first person that ever taught me meditation sat as stiff as a board with their arms long and their crown of their head high, and it was just so uncomfortable because I was trying to emulate them. So take the meditation where it feels right for you, the position, the meditation position, because meditating is not about, we don't do it to be a better meditator, we do it to be a better person. So what feels better in your body? And once you feel grounded into your legs, you have some sort of visualization, image, or experience of your legs and the base of the spine. And bring yourself into your abdomen, maybe noticing your abdomen through your breath if there's any movement in that space. So we're just feeling, waking up to feeling within our own vessel. And then take your awareness slightly upward into the rib cage. Feel the circumference of your rib cage. Notice if your ribs move with your breath. Think of all your organs housed within your rib cage. And then continuing upward, sense the space around your heart center, both front and back, upper lungs, the collarbones. Perhaps again sensing yourself through the breath. Feel your throat. Allow yourself to just sip your breath into the base of the throat. Back of the neck, can you sense that natural curve? And coming into your own face, the brightness of your own face. Visualize your facial features, all of your sensory organs, your doors of perception are drawn inward in meditation. Notice the point between the eyebrows. Feel your entire scalp, And sense the space at the crown of the head. And if there's any particular way you like to breathe, you're welcome to do that. I will be teaching a particular breathing pattern that I do in the morning. But for now, just noticing your inhale, the space between the inhale and the exhale, and the space between the exhale and the inhale. Just being acquainted with those 4 parts of the breath. And let your breath breathe you. Nothing forced or straining. Let that inhale invite you to expand. Feel that fullness, that levity. And then pause at the top of the inhalation. Just wallow in those sensations within your body. Maybe you can feel the muscles stretching between your ribs or the skin on your abdomen. And then take that exhalation. And even when we first wake up, there may be things that we're ready to rid ourselves of, that we don't want to carry with us into this new day. The exhalation is an opportunity to purge and purify. Feel your body suspended in gravity. And just check to see that your posture, your spine is comfortable. If not, sometimes we just need to take the base of the skull slightly back, stacking the ears over the shoulders. Feel your shoulder blades and draw your shoulder blades behind you a little bit. Lift out of the low back. So nothing too taut and restraining, but just creating space for your breath. And we'll start our chakra meditation at the base of the spine. If you'd like to do mudra with me, we would bring the thumb to the tip of the pinky, the earth finger, palms facing up. Relax the shoulders. There's many different ways we can attune to the energy centers in our body. And remember that it's not about an intellectual pursuit of understanding these centers. It's about relating to them on the subtle level, on the energetic level. So we start with the Muladhara chakra at the base of the spine. You can also visualize your legs, if that's a better space for you to be in. First, just get acquainted with this space in your body. And throughout this meditation, your mind will wander off. It's okay. Bring it back, lead it back. Praise it when it comes back. Muladhara, mula meaning root. It's our sense of grounding. On the most basic level, our survival instinct. If you see color, the color is red. And it's related to our sense of smell. So perhaps you're in a beautiful space where you can experience smells. I'll share a few of mine with you. I'm smelling the end of the blooming locust trees. There was a campfire on my property last night, and the leftover smoldering smell of the campfire, which brings a smile to my face. So many memories, beautiful memories around a fire. And that's one of the wonderful benefits of being in our root chakra, is that sense of smell can stir memories. Memories of happy spaces where we felt grounded and safe. And those memories often include bringing us into spaces in beautiful Mother Earth. So if you have a happy space outdoors that you go to rejuvenate, nourish yourself, you can even image yourself in that space if you're not there right now. I happen to be here in mine. And then I'm going to offer to you, if you chant, we will be doing the bija seeds with each of the chakras. The bija seed for the Muladhara chakra is Lam. And with all of these, there's 3 sounds. There's a L, and you can just let yourself hang in any of those sounds, however comes out today. If you're not comfortable, or if you have somebody sleeping near you, if you don't want to do it out loud, you can do it silently within your mind. So keeping the awareness at the perineum in the base of the spine. Take a breath in. For the purpose of you seeing what's right for you, I will do each one verbally just once. But remember, when we chant, it's not about the sound as much as the vibration. Feel that vibration. Where did you feel that vibration in your body? If you'd like to do another one, you can. And finally, we can incorporate the breath into this chakra meditation. Every time you breathe in, just see your breath going from the heart center, wherever you feel your heart center, to the base of the spine. As you breathe out, allow the breath to come from the heart center back to the base of the spine. Just visualize that energy starting from the heart center, striking the base of the spine on the top of the inhalation as your body's full and expansive, inviting the breath with that spaciousness, and exhaling back to the heart. We'll take a moment in silence just to allow you to experience the space. If there's any words you'd rather use, you can be doing the bija seed, or simple things like I am grounded, I have gratitude for all that I have. Thank you, Mother Earth, for all of your gifts. Or just sit still and see what comes up. We'll be bringing our awareness into the low abdomen. Think of the space below the navel center in the front, or the sacral bone in the back, the sacrum. If you're using mudra, we bring the thumb to the tip of the ring finger, the element of water. Very blessed to be surrounded by that right now. As we come into the Svadhisthana chakra. And just feel physically, see what you can see in this space and what you can't see. You might feel yourself through your breath again, the movement of the breath in this center of energy. We often say it's our emotional center, but it's also the space of creation, all of our reproductive organs. And in creation there's passion. If you see color, the color is orange. And it's represented by the element of water. And I like to make it real for myself to begin. So think of the orange that you see in a sunrise. Gentle ripples on a water. Whatever body of water you can relate to. Bring those images into your own body. Remind yourself that you are all of these elements. Svadhisthana and chakra means one's own place. So in the Muladhara, we're doing simple things, eating, dressing ourselves, all the basic necessities of life. We come to the Svadhisthana, we're creating pleasure and passion. But remember that passion also creates pain. We can have attachments to things. So just seeing what's in this center for you today. What presents itself? And if you'd like to chant the bija sound, is vam. And again, play with that. You can dwell in the v sound, the or the and just noticing where you feel that rippling effect in your body, like that current of water, that ripple of water going through your body. We take a nice breath in. An important part for me in doing chakra work is to keep it real. There's a few ways I do that. One is to keep a soft smile on my face. Don't make it too serious. You're just inviting yourself into your subtle body. And it should be joyous. The other one is to recognize that when we have things from the outside, you can bring them into your practice. So as I'm chanting, I'm listening to my rooster crowing. waking up. Creating that vibration within, just as we do with our chanting. Going back to breath, once again, imagine yourself breathing into the center of the heart, allowing the breath to strike the base of the spine at the top of the inhale. But then allow it to go into the Svadhisthana chakra. So let it strike the base of the spine, see it filling that whole area of low abdomen on the top of the inhale. Then returning to the base of the spine, and then on exhalation from the base of the spine back to the heart. So we have this opportunity to acknowledge each of the chakras through the breath. Remember, we're not working with physical breath. It's just the subtle body breath, pranic breath. So if it's helpful, you can even see your breath as a color, feel it as a temperature. Breathe in all the way to the base of the spine. Let that energy from the base of the spine fill the Svadhisthana chakra at the top of the inhale. Bring it back down to the base of the spine, and then exhale from the base of the spine back to the heart. If you begin to intellectualize any of this, let it go. Go back to whatever is simplest for you, whatever's most real. And the Svadhisthana is our sense of taste. Maybe you've already had your morning coffee or whatever your morning ritual is. Simple things like brushing our teeth, tasting the toothpaste. Any sort of taste invites us into the Svadhisthana chakra. You can create one of your favorites. You can just pause. Pause and be. Feel a part of our beautiful planet through the elements. When you're ready to move on with me, we'll be going into the Manipura chakra, which is in the solar plexus. And if you'd like to do mudra, your thumb comes to the middle finger, the fire finger, spreading the other fingers out. Just first come into the space. What does it feel like to be present in the center of your torso, the physical level? Can you feel your rib cage moving? Acknowledge your organs, the organs of digestion. Maybe taking some breaths into this space. Manipura means city of jewels in Sanskrit. Our shiny place within. It's our intellectual power. Some would say it represents our ego. But ego in a positive way of knowing who we are and taking the best of who we are, acknowledging that, working with that, having the presence of mind to recognize and use your gifts. If you see color, the color is yellow, a bright golden yellow. Just like the sun itself coming up. That aspect of fire. It's what gives us our power, intellectual power. The Manipura is related to our sense of sight. So in so many ways we increase our intellect through our sight. We have that ability, but we can also use our sight in very detrimental ways if we're not careful about what we choose to bring into our eyes, in through our eyes. Remember, as we work through these centers, to feel both your front side and your back side. Front side is our here and now, our present space, our back side. And the chakras is our representative of our shadow side. Sometimes we just feel them or experience them through shapes or colors. A message may come in. It might just be quiet, there's nothing at all, and that's okay too. The bija sound for the Manipura chakra is rum. And I usually remind myself, this is my fire center, my get up and go. Giving us the self-confidence that we'll have for the day, that we want to have for the day. So when we make this rum sound, make it powerful. You're starting your engine for the day. Take your breath out and take your breath in. Continuing with the bija sound, creating your mantra. We're going more into the subtleties of the breath. So there's no right or wrong. And each day might be slightly different, what you need, what comes easiest for you. So meditation's not a struggle. We're trying to simplify. But as you bring your awareness into the breath, if you'd like to see your breath, feeling your heart center, the home of prana, and then send it down on that inhalation to the base of the spine. Let it strike the base of the spine, coming into the solar plexus, returning back to the base of the spine, and then exhaling from the base of the spine back to the heart. So allowing that pranic energy to fill your heart, connect with the Muladhara at the base of the spine, going up to the Manipura, back down to the base of the spine, all on the inhale, exhaling back to the heart center. As if we're connecting the dots in our body, connecting now those 3 lower energy centers with the heart. Just acknowledging for you, what is the level of your fire in your body? With so much going on in the world, we have to recognize too much fire can be devastating. It can come out as anger. And not righteous anger, but our inability to control emotions. But we can also not have enough of that fire element. Inability to act, to do. We'll be moving on to my favorite center. You can bring your thumb to the tip of the pointer finger, your index finger, making a circle. Bring your awareness into the heart center. The Anahata chakra, unstruck. Visualize yourself from both the front and the back of the heart door, the front of the heart. Just feel this space physically in your body. Can you see it today? Maybe you can't, and that's okay too. Experience yourself through the Anahata. It's related to the element of air. Feel yourself breathing. Feel the movement of your breath in your body, that rhythmic movement. If you see color, the color is green. Or some lineages, they see it as pink. Hold your awareness in this space as best you can. What's in your heart today? Anahata means unstruck or unchanged. We use the term the soul, the Atman. This part of us that never grows old. Being present in that space. Think of the abundance of air around you. Oxygen we breathe. And that's the same abundance of unconditional love that is available to us in the center of the heart. Just bringing our awareness into this space acknowledges that unconditional love. Starting with yourself. Are you able to say, I love myself? I am a beautiful being, inside and out. Anahata is related to our sense of touch. For many of us, that's been a difficult one right now, not being able to receive our regular hugs and hold hands. The element of touch so important for our growth, for our mental health. Because it nourishes our heart, refuels our heart. Just acknowledging your skin as your largest organ. And the beautiful ways that we can be touched by others or even in our own bodies. Self-massage, everyday things we do, like putting lotion on in the morning. Do it as a ritual. Your own healing hands touching your own skin. The bija seed sound for the heart is yum. Allow yourself to go into the vibration of the heart as you chant, taking your breath in. That also happens to be my favorite bija seed. And if it's not successful for you, or if the chanting itself is not creating a resonance and vibration in your body, this is a good one to start with if you're new to the bija seeds. And what I'd encourage you to do is to place your right hand on your heart and your left hand over your right, and do the chant with your hands on your heart center, so you can really experience that vibration through your hands, and think of this heart shape that we're creating from the heart down through the arms and the hands, this circle of energy. It's a nice way we can use our hands to help feel that resonance and within our bodies. Think of the cells of your body moving with your sound. And as we continue our breathing as well, sense your heart center, bringing all of that life energy into the heart, sending it down to the base of the spine, returning to the heart, still on inhale, and then back to the base of the spine, and inhale from the base of the spine to the heart center. So going fully from heart to base of the spine and to the heart again on the inhale. Just visualize that. Returning to the base of the spine, exhaling from the base of the spine back to the heart. And remember to see yourself not only through the front body, but through your back body, as if your breath is traveling up and down your spine. If we have difficulty getting this center going or connecting with it on more of an energetic level, and sometimes part of that is because it's hard to start with offering ourselves love, then think of someone who loves you and supports you and holds you at your highest vibration. Picture that person in your mind. Bring them into your heart. When we can learn to do that with those that we love, then it's easier to do it with those that we may not know, or even those that cause us difficulty or we disagree with. That's the unconditional part. But start with what's easiest, recognizing those who support you. We'll be moving on to the throat. So as we leave the heart, recognize the heart is the center out of the 7 energy centers. It's what connects our 3 lower chakras, which are more of our chakras of body and matter and humanness, I like to say, to the upper 3 chakras, which are more representative of our energy, spirit, and higher intellect. So we come into the throat, and you can, if you're doing mudra, you can bring your thumb to your index finger to the knuckle joint on the thumb, The sun is coming up, yeah. And we're in the throat. The Vishuddha chakra. Vishuddha meaning purity. Just check to see that you feel spacious there, that we're not dropping our head down. Maybe take the back of the skull back again. Lift your face up. Create space through the front of the throat. Keep a softness there. If you see color, the color is blue. And be feeling yourself physically just through the breath as the breath guides its way through the throat. So sometimes the mistake we make with the chakras is trying to make them into something they're not. You know, I don't see color, so if we don't see color, don't force it. Just be present in the physical space in your body and see what comes up. Notice what it feels like to breathe to the base of your throat. So the Vishuddha is where we connect to our journey and how we speak, how we communicate on that journey. Also how we listen. So it's that human journey, but also on a higher level, our purpose, connecting with purpose, that acceptance of whatever it is that life gives us. And what is our role? The reverse of that, what's not our role? Some things we're just meant to listen, and others we need to speak up. And the better we know ourselves from this space, the better we are at righteous action for ourselves. Following our own values and morals. Being able to listen compassionately, so we listen through the throat, but from the heart. That's the compassion that comes in. And responding if we need to. Sometimes there's no reason to respond, just to listen, to hold space. Our throat is related to our sense of hearing. I'm very much reminded, all the sounds out here. You may hear the train going by, the birds. There's really no such thing as a quiet meditation. So what I do is I incorporate those sounds, saying thank you for the birds, to the birds for making their sounds for me, their vibrations, and bringing those into my body. Gratitude even for the train, for whatever it might be delivering. So instead of denying sounds around us as distractions, bring them in and send them blessings. The bija seed sound for the throat is hum, ha, and it creates a beautiful vibration in the throat. Take a nice full breath in. Ah. know when my meditation's working because I get this childlike heart, and can remember what it was like as a child to imagine that the birds are with me, they're chanting with me, taking everything in around me. Not because it's separate, but because it's part of who I am. If you'd like to continue with breath, breathe into the heart center. As you breathe in, let the breath come to the base of the spine, and then traveling all the way up to the throat, back down to the base of the spine. Allow the exhale to go from the base of the spine back to the heart. So now connecting that Vishuddha chakra, the throat center, connecting it to the heart, to the Muladhara, and back to the heart. So just see your breath traveling from the heart center to the base of the spine and up to the throat on inhale, and back to the base of the spine and back to the heart on exhale. And you're only choosing the tools that work for you, what feels real for you, keeping it simple. Oftentimes with this chakra, the simplest thing I can do is I'm blessed with these beautiful sounds of nature, is just let them fill my ears. Bringing our awareness into the brow point, the space between the eyebrows. If you're using mudra today, the index finger will come right into the base of the thumb, the joint, so you're making a circle, a smaller circle. Hands still facing up. You may want to recheck your posture. Sometimes when we've been sitting for a while, we begin to round, so lift up strongly. So we do build some nice muscles in our spine if we're doing this meditation seated, even in a chair. Lifting up. And remember, that's the purpose of the asana practice, is to allow us to sit comfortably in meditation. Yes, it's wonderful for our physical body, but it's about sitting with comfort in meditation. But sometimes that comfort requires a chair, and that's okay. So brow point, the Ajna chakra, I like to refer to it as the celebrity chakra because it's the one that most people know and refer to. And see where you can connect with it in the brow point. Feeling yourself from that space. If you see color is purple or violet. It's the element of light, if we associate it with an element. As I said, I feel the sunlight on my head, and I bring that element of light into the brow point. It's our space of higher intellect and wisdom and understanding. We have our intellect that is experienced through our five senses. What I think of as our everyday human experiences. And our high intellect, where we use our witness mind, conscious awareness, almost as if we step outside of ourselves and experience things from this higher level. And in that higher level, there's a sense of oneness and connectedness. More open expansive understanding of where we are in the world and the world around us in general. I'm feeling a part of that. And just notice what comes up in this space. Are you able to hold your awareness at this brow point? And each space can present itself quite differently on different days. It may be very available to you, and it might be completely off your grid today. That's okay too. You're just noticing, and that's part of the witness mind, to be able to notice without judgment or comparison. It's all part of the practice of being in this space of Ajna Chakra. Simply witnessing. The bija sound for this center, it's the only one with 2 syllables. It's kasham. K-A-S-H-A-M. Kasham. Holding awareness at the brow point, take a full inhalation. Remember every now and then to put a soft smile on your lips. It's a smile of grace, of accepting exactly who you are today and whatever is coming forth in your meditation. Linking your breath, subtle breath, we breathe into the heart center. On inhale, send your breath down to the base of the spine, all the way up to the brow center, back to the base of the spine. It's all on the inhale. And then exhale from the base of the spine back to the heart. Inhaling from the heart center. Let the breath strike the base of the spine, come up to the brow center, back to the base of the spine, and then exhaling from the base of the spine to the heart. Continuing to connect those dots. So now we see ourselves through 6 of the 7 chakras. Grounding each of those chakras into that earth energy, and then back to the heart. We'll be coming in to the Sahasrara, final chakra, and if you'd like to do our mudra, we come back to the index finger to the tip of the thumb, so same mudra as when we're working with the heart. Palms facing up, relax the shoulders, long spine, just dropping into your legs once again, but awareness at the crown of the head. If you've ever had the opportunity to hold a baby and feel that soft spot, that fontanelle, the fountain. Think of that space in your own body. Fountain of light. And sensing that space, and it's our 1,000-petaled lotus. Think of it like a flower if you'd like. Just the space where we allow that cosmic, divine energy of light to enter our bodies. You can see it as an opalescent white light, or you might visualize it as a rainbow of all the colors of the energy centers within your body. Staying present and aware, awake and aware to whatever presents itself. Throughout our lifetime, we're gifted with this light, connecting to your source. Sometimes referred to as the transpersonal point. As the sun comes up, it's easy to feel that warmth. Think of the warmth, the energy that the sunlight brings to our bodies. Healing, yet vitalizing. And it's that same light that we all receive. That universal connection of light. The bija sound for the Sahasrara chakra is Om. Take a full breath in. I'm hopeful that you can hear all the sounds around me. Sometimes it's difficult to feel this light energy connecting us to our own beings, other human beings. So start for now to feeling it connecting you to other forms of life around you. For me, the birds and the fish, hearing the fish jumping and the birds, feeling a part of something greater than yourself. That light that nourishes all, it guides us all. If you'd like to use your breath to enhance your awareness of the crown chakra, we still start from the center of the heart, the home of prana, breathing into the base of the spine. As the breath strikes the base of the spine, it comes all the way up through the energy centers to the crown of the head, returning back to the base of the spine on inhale. Exhale from the base of the spine back to the heart. Feeling that full path of awareness, of movement of energy from the heart center to the base of the spine, to the crown of the head, back to the base of the spine, exhaling from the base of the spine to the heart. And just take a moment to bring yourself back into the center of the heart. That space within you that allows you to be human in a divine form. Connecting the lower three energy centers with the upper three energy centers. Our body of matter with our body of spirit. And perhaps now is a good time for you to set an intention for your day. And send it with that knowingness that you are filled with all of these elements around you, connected to all living beings around you. And from the space of unconditional love. Thank you for joining me in chakra meditation today. Thank you for taking this time for yourself and for the greater good of the world around us. Peace and love.